AI seems to be scaring the shit out of everybody right now. But personally, I don't think we need to be scared of it until it gets into either human or robot form. Then don't get me wrong, I'm running for the hills. Until that point though, if you want to get ahead in your coaching business and not get left behind compared to the other coaches, you need to be embracing AI within your workflows, within your business. Right now, we have students of mine that are getting calls booked left, right, and center due to using AI within their DM process. Their social media accounts are growing faster than they ever have due to the content plans that they are leveraging from AI. And they're even nurturing their sales prospects even better, meaning that they're getting more closes and ultimately, of course, making more money. Now, it's easy to go down a rabbit hole, go find like 20 different AI-driven tools for every single part of your business and personal life, but that just leads to overwhelm and ultimately not using any of it. So instead, what I would like to do right now is just give you 3 simple AI tools for 3 different processes within your business that you can just start getting comfortable with. Just start using it and getting comfortable with using this technology. It's only going to get more and more intertwined in what we do. So the sooner that you sort of get on the bandwagon and start using this stuff, the better. And the best bit is the 3 things I'm about to run through, you do not need any big technical skill set to be able to leverage them. So let's get going. Number 1 is we're gonna look into the marketing side of things, and we're gonna discuss custom GPTs. So you're probably familiar with ChatGPT. You're probably already using it, where you speak to it and so on. What you can now do is in the top left on ChatGPT, you have an opportunity to create your own what's called a custom GPT. It's basically like a specific tool within ChatGPT that just has a load of context on one particular area. So what we are teaching our students to do within the OTE program is we're teaching them how to build their own ChatGPTs or their custom GPTs that they can load in a load of knowledge about them, their coaching business, their coaching practices, their likes, their dislikes, why they got into coaching. We have this entire content research document that they fill in that's super in depth. They then plug this in along with some custom prompts that we've given them, and literally within 15 minutes, they have an entire 30-day content schedule mapped out. And the best part is that it's all 100% unique to them. So this would be one of the first things that I would start exploring if I was you, is from a marketing point of view, how can you start just leveraging ChatGPT, whether it's just speaking to ChatGPT and using it for advice when it comes to content planning, or to go that step further, build your own custom GPT, use sort of the content prompt sheet that I mentioned, as well as the content research document. And if you want access to these, in the description below somewhere, there's a link. You can jump on with my team. We'll run you through kind of how it all works, how we work, and then how we can start plugging this AI into your business and just making the whole thing a little less overwhelming. The next part would be sales. And the easiest thing to start using here would be the AI Notetakers. So you've got either Fathom, you've got Fireflies, and so on. And these will just automatically connect to your sales calls. And the reason that this is really, really useful is there's times on a sales call where the prospect doesn't close, right? They need to go think about it and so on. Now, maybe you are like me and you're like super anal and you take loads and loads of notes. Chances are you're probably not doing that. So the AI note taker not only will record the entire call, it will transcribe it, it will give you summaries so that you can follow up in between perhaps the person having their first call and then maybe doing a second call with you. You can follow up with them with notes that are tailored to them and summarize what you discussed. You can even copy those notes. You could put it into something called gamma.app, which will then actually turn it into a complete presentation. One of the final things that I would recommend that you do with these note-taking softwares is you can actually have them give you feedback and critique and summarize the calls based on all of the other calls that they have within their database. Meaning, if sales is something that you don't feel is a strength of yours, you can actually have Fireflies critique your sales process and give you feedback after each call. Really, really useful. And the third thing would be the delivery side of things. So within apps like Everfit and so on, we actually have now these workout builders. So previously, when you were setting up an online client, you had to sit and you had to type like, front foot elevated split squat. You had to scroll, try and find the right exercise, add it in. Then you'd have to click like 2 sets, then up, 10 reps, and then add in a rest time, then go add the next exercise. And it was just all a bit clunky. What you can now do is just type the workout into a text field box within Everfit. So you would just type like dumbbell split squat 3 times 12, barbell back squat 2 times 10, for example. And it will just go ahead and create it for you. You can, if you don't want to do your own programming and you trust AI to program for you, you can even just go to Everfit and say, like, hey, go write me a 3 times per week workout that's full body but focuses on legs, for example, and it will go and do this for you. You can even use ChatGPT within delivery. If you've got a client that's done a set of bloods perhaps, or has some symptoms where they're struggling to sleep or they're constipated, you can go and liaise with ChatGPT and get some really, really solid advice over what to do to help turn that around for your client. Imagine if you go from right now being the sort of coach that is just there to just give a quick exercise prescription, repeat yourself every week on a check-in, and now suddenly you can go beyond that and you can actually help them with their energy levels, with their cognitive function, with their sleep, with their digestion. That puts you in an entire league of your own. So just to quickly summarize, now I could go down an entire rabbit hole and give you like 10 or 15 different AI tools, but you're just gonna get overwhelmed and not use any of them. So for now, I feel that these 3 things, if you're not using anything AI related in your coaching business, this will start to get you familiar, get you comfortable, and start to get you ahead of the coaches that are not using them. Now, the final thing that I wanna come on to is the principle of 10, 80, 10. And I think I first came across this in Dan Martell's book, Buy Back Your Time, when it comes to like delegating tasks and so on. But when it comes to AI, this is the perfect way of thinking of things. We want the initial 10% of a project to be your inputs, so you're telling it what to do. If we think of the content plan, for example, you are telling it, hey, I want a 30-day Instagram content calendar based on X, Y, Z. What then happens is the AI does the 80%, which is ultimately the heavy lifting. It's the bit that you don't want to do when it comes to content production, which is thinking of what to talk about. And then all you do is the final 10%. Nothing that it ever gives you is going to be perfect. So this is going to do 80% of the work. You're then going to look over it and you're just going to go, yep, cool, I'm going to tweak this. I'm just going to add this bit here. I'm going to remove this because I don't really like it. But instead of you doing the entire process of thinking about what to produce, critiquing it and so on, you literally tell it to do the first 10%, it does the 80%, and you do the final 10%. It's the same with the exercise side of things. From now on, you'll just start prompting it what to create you. It will then go away and create it all, doing the 80%. And then you'll just quickly look over it and just go, oh, actually, this client said that they had a bit of a niggle with their left hamstring. So let me just remove this exercise, for example. This is how much time you can start saving when it comes to using AI within your coaching business. And it allows you to put that time back into growing it or nurturing your clients even better, creating new resources for them and so on. So I hope this has been useful. If it is still a little bit daunting to you and you want to start leveraging AI, as said, there's a link in the description somewhere where you can jump on a call with my team. We'll run you through exactly how we do things. And then if you want to plug it into your own business, you can do so. And yeah, catch you in the next video.